Hey, what's up, college football people? Crazy Hot Boy E here, the ES for Everyone coming to you in a video. And today we're going to talk about recruiting in college football 25. So go ahead and strap in. It's going to be an 8-minute video, and we're just going to talk about recruiting. So we got this video footage from Not the Expert. The link to this video will be in the description. He has a full walkthrough on this on a 1 year of recruiting with Kennesaw State. If you want to see it, it's linked to the description. But basically, what he did, he went to got a 1-star school, and you can see here, motivator, recruiter, tactician. He got what it's like to recruit under a recruiter archetype. And you're going to see here, starting off, he chose a passing quarterback, and he also chose offensive lineman to work on for his recruiting archetype. Obviously, you can choose other positions like halfback, wide receiver, defensive line, DN, cornerback. So what he chose to focus on was quarterback and offensive lineman, and this actually chose to be really good for him when it came to recruiting. Now, looking at this part right here, this is the beginning of the preseason. You can see with a 1-star school, you're going to have 450 recruiting hours available to you. You're also going to have 35 targets and 35 scholarships available to you as well too. And then right here we can say he take a look at the recruiting board. Now there are several ways to look at this recruiting board. You can look by rating, you can look by need, you can look by position, you can look by state, you can look by high school or junior college. But what he did was he went to recommended and he filtered down by recommended. And then once you see when he click on a player, he can see all the top 5 schools that are looking to recruit that player. It shows the deal breakers. Take a look at the bottom right of the screen where it says deal breaker right there. Deal breaker is a key part because if a player has a deal breaker that you're not interested in, or if you pick a kid to go on your recruiting board and then you pick 5 other quarterbacks to go on your recruiting board, that could be a deal breaker for the player if your deal breaker is playing time. So if it's proximity to home, you don't really have to worry about the deal breaker being adding more kids to your recruiting board. But if you have a good 5-star quarterback and you see that he wants playing time, you add more kids to your board because of that. That's gonna make him a deal breaker. You can see right here the little deal breaker logo on Zelenka and Max Shelley right there. He doesn't have them, but you can see that playing time next to deal breaker on his name. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So it depends on what you're recruiting and the position you're recruiting for, if it's going to be good for you. And then right here, you can see all the procedures. He has D minus C, C minus C, all these different procedures for the school at Kennesaw State. Now, as long as you're winning games, this gets a lot better for you. But if you're doing bad, it's going to be hard for you. Another big thing to look at as well too is scouting. Right here, you can see this Kenyon Baker. He scouted has 100 speed and is an athlete, so this position can play quarterback. He really wanted this position throughout the video. Obviously, he didn't get it because Georgia was in and running and offered a scholarship. But I mean, that's obvious if you didn't see that video yet. But he was proximity to home. He was close to home, and he had some other key factors that could have helped him land that kid. But yeah, he didn't get that kid. But yeah, once again, quarterback and center. You can see right here, this is the number 4 center in the country, and the number 4 center actually ended up committing to him later in the video because he listened to the deal breakers. He didn't go with the deal breakers. He got this center, and his offensive lineman ability and his recruiting coach profile really helped him out. And then right here, as he went ahead and fast forwarded, you can see all the schools who have deal breakers. So once you do find yourself coming up on a school that has a deal breaker, you can just go ahead and remove them from the board by pressing Y or pressing triangle. And this is really key to always be fixing your board. Now he took a strategy that I'm probably going to take as well too. I'm going to take every strategy when it comes to recruiting. But what he did was he has a low star school and he went after the highest star players that wasn't getting recruited by other schools. Now he did say in a video this was the only time he got a 5-star quarterback at his 1-star school. He had never got that before. I'm assuming he did it like 3, 4, or 5 times, but that was the first time that's ever happened in the video, and it happened in this one. This one also, he went after that offensive lineman who was a really good 4-star. He got another wide receiver that was a 4-star. He got all offensive players. So he's strictly focused on scouting and going at the offensive side of the ball and going at the kids that can help his program impact right away. Now, right here, here's that Kenyon Baker kid. You can see here all the things that the kid wants to do. He was showing the visit, the complimentary visit that was not complimentary. When you have an athlete and you have a quarterback, that doesn't really take away from each other because the athlete and the quarterback can go at different slots. So that would complement each other. They wouldn't be going against each other if it's an athlete. So like Travis Hunter and Shadur Sanders will be complimentary visits. They won't be competitive visits going against each other. But right here, you can see here he's scheduling the visits. Now in this video, if you go watch this video, not the expert video, he scheduled his visits a little bit later than what I would have scheduled. But the big thing was you wanted to have the green stars, little triangles. When you schedule a visit, you want to have them show that you're going to get a lot of influence when you go on that visit and you actually do get that player. That was a big key thing that was important when watching the video. Also, you can see here you can have a D and a D minus, but as long as you got the A plus proximity to home and close to home, you can fill a lot of players. So just because they're in your pipeline, you might see that they're close to home, but I don't have nothing else that they like in my school. That doesn't matter. You'll still be able to recruit as long as you have that recruiting archetype for your college coach that you pick at the beginning of the video. And then right here, you can see that Keenan Baker locked him out, but that Logan Richnowski, which his five-star quarterback, actually did want to go to his school. And then right here, boom, he stayed committed him. He stayed recruiting him. He stayed scouting them. And that quarterback actually did end up committing. He got some other commits as well, too. So he got the center, and then he got the wide receiver as well, too. So you can see that Salvador Pujols and the wide receiver, Dennis Miller. All three of those kids committed to his school. And right there, you can see his points going up and up and up. So this is the recruiting. This is how it breaks down. If you want to watch this whole video, you should definitely go watch this whole video. It's not the expert. Link will be in the description. It's a very informative video. It is about an hour long, so it is a little lengthy. But if you're going to be recruiting Dynasty mode, you got to know you're going to be spending hours and hours and hours and hours and hours recruiting and building a squad. So this is what we're after. This is what we want. All right, so guys, thanks for watching the video. Have a great day, even better tomorrow. We'll have more content for you next Monday when the game comes out. Peace out, my G's.